What's good, everybody? What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're not done yet. We got some new news today. We got some new news today on Spider-Man. He ain't done with Spider-Man yet. But I'm making some adjustments now on my mixer side of things. What I'm gonna do is, instead of splitting the sounds up for mixer and YouTube, I'm just gonna make one complete sound for both parties, so that way I'm not being biased to either one. There's some people that want to look at it on the YouTube. There's some people that want to look at it on Mixer. So I'm just going to keep the lines open from now on. I know a lot of y'all are like, well, why wasn't you doing that already? Nah, it was just because there were certain things that, times and events that I was making things exclusive for, for exclusive reasons. But now that I know that there's people that really support, and I'm just gonna keep the lines open, y'all. But give me a second. Give me a second. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get back to the basics. Before I start this show off, of course, I always want to say thank y'all for all the support that y'all do for me and my channel, and for those that work at Di-RREC Gaming. We want to say, we can't say enough thank you to the Xbox community out there. We believe in it, and we're gonna stand by it. We're not gonna sway. And so we're back, and I'm still talking about this because today Sony wanted to come out and divert things and say stuff that's really not concrete. So before I move on, I just want to do a sound check. Just want to make sure everything is good. Thanks to everybody for making this channel 600 plus now. We here. Okay, I see myself. Turn it up. Good. Sound check in the building. Okay. Excuse me. And we're gonna get this started. So today, Sony wanted to come out and talk about the situation at hand that happened between them and Marvel and Disney, right? And they wanted to talk about how disappointed they were about, deal that didn't go through. And of course, like on the last video, I was talking about the 5% deal that Sony was getting at Marvel, and the 50-50 deal that Marvel proposed to Sony. Well, as we know, the thing was with Kevin Feige, if I'm saying his name right. He's the guy that's the mastermind behind all of this. And he's the guy that's been doing all these successful movies. And so he was the key ingredient to that success. And when that happened,
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man at your service.
When that happened, what Sony is trying to avoid talking is the actual deal that took place. The actual deal that took place was the fact that Marvel had to actually sell over $1 billion at the box office.
Only one team.
Nobody wants to talk about that, because that was the initial deal. So the reason why that was so critical, people, is because if Marvel and Disney didn't get that right towards that $1 billion sale at the box office, Sony would have been able to obtain all the rights to Spider-Man for the whole duration of movie productions. So let's say Spider-Man had 2 solo movies plus the 3 that came from the Marvel Universe. The deal was 6 altogether. So he's done 2 solos and he's done 3 MCU, right? So with that, you're looking at maybe 1, 2 more movies. I mean, at the most, yeah. He's got one more solo and 1 more of the MCU, but we know that's all over with. That's over. So what's happening is, if that didn't happen, if that billion didn't happen, think about it, y'all. All those movies that will continue to sell, all went to Sony. Think about that. Look how powerful that was. But when you think about the impact and the mastermind behind Marvel and Disney to make these movies that great, where they held up their end of their bargain. But you got to remember, this was a deal. So when you make deals, right, that's like, hey, holding up to your word. So this is what's not being talked about. We're not stupid, man. These are deals being made. People want to make it seem like, hey, man, doing things on a business side, it doesn't mean in reality. Nah, man, a deal is a deal. That means it took a proposition to come up, and both parties agreed on something. They made a deal, that this will work out. And if it don't work out, this is what we're gonna do. And so let's do this for the deal. What it's looking like is that Marvel came through on their side. So when I see that Sony's trying to come out now and trying to talk about how disappointed they are about the situation that happened, Sony, hold up to your bargain. That's what's really going on. That's why the whole 50-50 came up. We're trying to be slick about it. Marvel didn't say, hey, take some. They said, nah, take everything y'all got and get out of our universe. That's it. And the reason behind that, people, was because I just got, now y'all have to know this because even I didn't know this. I just got this sent to me. Now this was from Richard Rochfield, right? A very great insight. And he works at the Anchor. Okay, this is like a little journalist corporation type of entity. But here's what he had to say by a great insider, and I want y'all to know this. The original Sony Marvel Spidey deal to co-produce these movies stipulated that if this Spidey cleared $1 billion, Marvel would get to oversee a third. If it hadn't, full control would have reverted back to Sony, which raised a specter that America's most beloved entertainment executive would look to cash in/out every way possible. Now watch this. As well as grab complete, unexpurgated credit for the victory and thrown superhero canon to the wind. Now watch this. Not something he was ever a fan of in the first place. It was feared. Now watch this. It was feared he would have tossed Spidey and Venom together for a quickie mashup that very potentially could have sunk both. Rushfield noted this information came from someone very important in technology. This also was on Twitter. Matter of fact, this was put on Twitter not too long ago. It was confirmed that Sony really was just, hey, gonna take Spider-Man, like I said, for hostage, mix and mash him up with Venom, and just say, hey man, by the look of the draw, right, that this was gonna happen. Edward Timefall, man, I appreciate the following, man. And I got you. To everybody out here that follows Di-RREC Gaming, follow back. As a matter of fact, brother, can you put something out there so I can hit your name? For some reason, your name ain't popping up. I'm going to say this. I see you right there, though. Can you say something there with Timefall? Make sure you type something. See if your thing pops back up so I can follow you, sir. Appreciate that. So, this is the deal that was in the works that Sony is not trying to talk about. Because we all know that there was a deal being made before all this stuff went about in the first place. We all know that. But don't worry, Edward, if you can't type, don't worry, I'll get to you anyway. I know how to get to you. I appreciate you. But this whole situation, man, and this whole thing about Sony trying to be lied about and not want to be truthful about is not anything that's unexpected by them. This is what they do. You know, and as that he was betting on against Spider-Man in the first place, while they were with Marvel, while I was with Marvel, they didn't want it to succeed. Of course not, because now you realize if it had, they wouldn't have got the rights to it. So it wasn't about being successful. That wasn't the deal. The deal was hoping that it failed. It didn't reach $1 billion. That's it. So today, that little stunt that Microsoft, that Sony's trying to pull, stunt. Just another media stunt. Sony knows that they had to hurry up and say something. There you go. I got you now, brother. I got you now. How you doing, man? How you doing? Here we go. And I'm going to say this. Got you. So thank you. Thank you, Edward Tightfall. And I see that you got the last name Tightfall, so I guess you must have been a Tightfall fan like me. Guess she was a Tightfall fan like me, man. I hope you was. That was an awesome game, man. That was an awesome game. So, I hope you guys understand now how Sony works, man. How they work. There's a lot of companies that looked at this. They see this shiesty stuff, man. Because Disney's got respect. No, Disney got respect, y'all. And there's not a lot of companies that are going to look at Disney around. You gotta understand, Disney's working hard at this, y'all. They're buying all kinds of stuff. Fox. They're getting everything ready. Because another thing, and I wanted to say this, another thing that Sony's not talking about is the fact that there was a deal made prior to when Sony actually bought the movie right for Spider-Man to actually have him in the films and all that as full control like they do now. They didn't at first. But this first deal is kind of like you can see the hunger to Marvel once they realize, things are coming well for them. But what they wanted at that time was Sony to continue to make movies. And that was that first deal. They would have to keep generating these movies in order to keep that original deal with the licensing in the beginning. Back between 1992 and 1999. Okay? But that ended once Sony fully got control over Spider-Man. So when you look at this stuff, it's kind of like, hey, it's a way that Marvel's telling everybody that they haven't forgot. Spider-Man's still their baby. So anytime that Spider-Man comes off of screen, off a theater screen, it's all Marvel. Right now, this Spider-Man that I'm playing on my Xbox has nothing to do with Spider-Man that's on the PlayStation. This is not the same Spider-Man. That Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, it's a real Spider-Man. It is part of the MCU. But as you notice, that's not Amazing. This is the true Amazing Spider-Man. This Spider-Man right here is a part of the MCU. Real MCU. You see it in his stance. That's the Spider-Man stance. You can see it everywhere. That's the way it is. See it in the combat system. You can see it everywhere. You're not going to get this kind of Spider-Man on that PlayStation game. You're not going to get this one. That's not him. Just not him. Well, now that we know what's going on, I just wanted to dig in depth with that. Didn't want to spend too much time on this, but I just wanted to speak on it because I saw Sony this morning and I wanted to laugh because I was like, oh, so now they're going to try to come in and be slick about this stuff and try to say that, yeah, we know y'all are disappointed. Oh, we get it. But don't sit here and act like there wasn't deals made prior to, there wasn't situations at hand that led up to this point where Disney's like, you know what, we're not gonna do it. You know, understand what happened, understand why Sony and Disney did the things they did, why they did it, and understand that there is nothing new with this deal. Understand that this was more of a let's see if it'll happen deal, and let's see who's gonna keep their word on it. Y'all know now that Sony didn't keep their word on it, and Sony doesn't like being stuck on them right now. That's why they opened up this morning and try to come out to the public and talk about this stuff. And that's why they said we can't talk about everything. Well, of course not, because the bottom line is that you didn't hold your side of the deal. That's the bottom line. It shows once again their character, man. It shows their character, and you know what? Me, last Disney did they needed to. They needed to. Because it would, you know, if not, somebody has to say something. Somebody has to speak up. That's the way I look at it, y'all. So hey, I wanted to put that out there. Didn't want to hold y'all up too long. Hey, leave some comments below. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think that hey, Marvel was right about abandoning Sony, telling them, hey, take that Spider-Man and go somewhere with it? You know, you can stick it where the sun don't shine. Don't let the door hit you from behind type of thing. Or do you think Sony actually has a case here that, hey, Marvel shouldn't have done that. They should have stuck around and took the deal that they already had for 5%. I mean, y'all tell me. I still think it sucks. I hope that Spider-Man, has another game, and for everybody. I don't want nobody missing out on Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man is that beloved character, man, that everybody should be able to play, no matter the system. He's just a universal character. And with that, I don't see why Spider-Man has to be baited like that. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So I'm glad I can play him, see him. I might not be able to play the yo, what's up, Mr. Achiever? I may not be able to play the exclusive one, that's on the PlayStation 4, but I don't have no desire to play it because it's just a mirror match of all of the Amazing Spider-Man. It's not that much more far ahead of it as far as the experience. I saw it. I looked at it. Good to have you, man. Good to have you here tonight. So, I hope Marvel now, can come up with some kind of deal. Get a game out there. Put it on as many consoles, on Steam. Put them out there, man. And make a good one. Me, personally, I wish they would, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm just messing around, man. It's Spider-Man subject. So I wanted to put the Amazing Spider-Man on screen. I hope that, my thing is that there's a game that finally comes out and it's about the symbiote, Venom story. Amazing Spider-Man 300. And with Todd McFarlane actually, the artist during that time. And give some props to him for actually having now Spawn on MK11. Spawn's out there. I'm gonna be playing that next too. But yeah, man, it would be nice to just see Spider-Man in a different light. Not as a kid. He's not a kid right here. This is the grown Spidey. This is the Spidey that's 27 years old, not in college anymore. This Spider-Man right here is where it's at, man. This one right here, 20, what is it, about 25, 27? I wouldn't put him no more higher. This is the Spider-Man that's been through it and knows what he's doing. Mr. Achiever said, last time I played Spider-Man was on the PS2. You know what? Hey, man, you're not a faker. I'll put it like that, bro. You're definitely not a faker. And you know what, man? To your comment, the thing is, Mr. Chief, that the Spider-Man games were never a big deal. That's just the truth. They gassed this Spider-Man up because Sony had the market. That was the other side of the deal. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Read this stuff. Spider-Man, the PlayStation 4 version, was marketed heavily by Sony. And it made people think, oh, this Spider-Man game is going to be one for the ages, the best thing that ever came out. It's not. It's not. I mean, if you play Mr. Chief, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, not missing out on anything. That's probably the truest. Amazing Spider-Man number 2. Now, I'm not saying the best looking. Best looking one is on the PlayStation. But the best experience and the realest vibe that you're going to get from a Spider-Man series, the last one was Amazing Spider-Man. All Marvel, the whole stigma, everything was beautiful. All the suits are real. There's no made-up stupid suit, you know, because they can't get it together. None of that, you know? None of that. It's a real Spider-Man game. That real Marvel fans can appreciate. Thank you, DX Tough Mass in the building. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. So what I wanted to say, man. I know I was ending it, but I got you guys in there to rock with for a little bit. I want to hear what you guys got to say about it. What do you guys think about what happened between Spider-Man and you know, the Sony and Marvel thing? Me, like I said, I think it was a good thing because now Spider-Man can go anywhere he wanted as far as Marvel wants, because they held their end of the deal. They got that billion in, man. That's hard work. Gotta put some respect on their name, right? That's hard work. And another thing, and I go to these flagship Sony buys entities, man, where they're gonna talk like this. Well, Spider-Man Far From Home, Sony hit $1 billion. Nah, man, Sony didn't hit $1 billion. That was a collective. Only the true blogs will say the Sony / Marvel. That's when you know. If either one is not mentioned in the other one, hi, come about this situation. The thing is, both 8, one 8 more, and one was fighting to make a new movie. If they had hit over $1 billion. So Marvel was looking at the long run as into using Spider-Man on the movie screen for the merchandise. So if you get a TV, you buy a Blu-ray, anything that has anything to hit the stores with, that's Marvel. Well, of course, Sony's going to be the powerhouse marketer. Of course, they're going to have all these trailers and all this stuff for Spider-Man because they want you to go to that movie and they want you to cash in. Because they know at the movie, that's where they're going to make their most money out of this whole deal. And they made damn good money this time. They made damn good money. Hey, man. That's it for me with this situation right here. Sony, I see you. I see you tried to bounce with one. You tried to bounce one this morning. Nah, man. I saw it, and I had to come in here and just real on it, man. Y'all need to stop with all that phony baloney stuff, man. Just be real about it. That's all. Just keep it real about it, man. We know the deals that were made. We know the situations that came upon you. And you know what? The bottom line is, you guys didn't keep your end of the bargain. That's it, guys. Hey, man, it's been the New Legal. This has been Di-RREC Gaming. Thanks to everybody that came out on Mixer to rock out with me today, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's keep it rolling. This video will be going up on the YouTube channel. And as you can catch me up there, everything should be in the bio. And if for some reason you can't find the bio, I'll put all the information here. One second. That is the YouTube channel. And I also want to say, hey, man, shout outs to everybody, once again, that makes these things possible. I can do what I do and I have fun, man. I have fun, man. I just chill, bro. Just chill, man, and have fun. So, hey, man, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Like we're about, please, man, subscribe to the channel as we continue to keep it green, gamma green in these streets. And leave some comments, man. Put a like, put a dislike. Do whatever you feel. Like my man, Mr. Achiever One just says, later, enjoy. This has been the New Legal. This is Di-RREC Gaming.